Hey friends, welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Lauren, and today I am going to be drawing my August TBR. If this is your first TBR video with me, how this works is that each month I draw 5 books and I draw them out of my TBR jar. This is my TBR jar and it has little origami stars in it. And these are actually color coded. So I know that any given paper type has been in the jar for X amount of months. And I do that just to make sure that I am cycling through my TBR and not just picking books straight off the top. If you are curious what all books are on my TBR, all the books that are in my jar are on my Goodreads, and I will leave a link down in the video description below. So if you are curious to see all of the books on my TBR, just follow that link. In addition to the 5 books that I will be drawing today, I'm also going to be reading 2 other books. One of those books is for the Buzzword Challenge, which I will put my card up here so you can see all of the books that I've read in previous months. I think that this month's prompt is maybe time of day. And so for this prompt, I'm going to be reading Nightfall by Daniel Barnett. This is a book that I know Leslie over at The Nerdy Narrative really enjoys, which I will link her channel down below in the video description box. It is a horror novel. It is the first in a series called the Nightmareland Chronicles. And, you know, I really enjoy horror. I don't read nearly as much of it as I wish I did. So I'm really looking forward to reading this little novella. The other book that I will be reading, in addition to the 5 that I draw today, is called River of Thieves. It is by Clayton Snyder. And I will be reading this book and participating in a live discussion on August 15th at 1 p.m. Central. And this discussion is going to be over at the channel Steve Talks About Books and Stuff. I'll also link his channel below. This book, from what I understand, it is a fantasy novel that has a heist in it. And I really enjoy stories about heists. So I think that it's going to be a whole lot of fun, and I will try to remind you guys about that discussion as it gets closer. Side note, after I did my last TBR, whenever I did my last TBR video, I asked you guys if you were interested in seeing some origami papers. So as I draw the stars, I will show you the paper that each one is folded out of. So that brings it out to a grand total of 7 books that I'm hopefully going to get to in the month of August. So let's draw some books. First draw. Alrighty, let's go with, let's do, you know what? I think that this may be the very last of its kind in my jar, so that is the one that I will pick. All right. This is The Constant Rabbit by Jasper Fforde. This book, I've been putting this one off for a while because I've been waiting for it to come out in paperback. Jasper Fforde I just love the way he writes. He has sort of this satirical style about the way he writes. And this book, I think it has something to do, it's kind of maybe like an allegory about this family that moves into a neighborhood, but they are a family of rabbits. And in this neighborhood, rabbits are supposed to be outlawed or something like that. I think it's kind of perhaps sort of a thinly veiled commentary on racism. So yeah, I'm really, really excited to finally be getting to this book. So first draw, The Constant Rabbit by Jasper Fforde. Alrighty, second draw. All right, oh God, there's a hair. Gross. Okay, let's go for this sort of light, sort of lavender lilac. Oh my God, they're all falling out. The Poppy War. Nice. Okay. The Poppy War is also, it's a book that is kind of a darling on BookTube right now. This is a fantasy novel. I think it has a lot to do, it's kind of militaristic, and I think it has maybe a school setting in it. So yeah, second draw, The Poppy War. Third draw. let's do one of these dark green stars. All right, okay. The next draw is 6 Wakes. I actually own this book. Let me grab it real quick. All right, here it is, 6 Wakes by Mara Lafferty. This is a sci-fi novel, and I think that the concept of this book is a crew, maybe, of people who wake up on a spaceship and they don't know who they are. So I think that this is maybe about a character who wakes up on a spaceship in a cloning vat and has no memory of how she died, maybe? I'm not sure. Okay, so 6 Wakes. This actually sounds really good. I do remember when I put this on my list, I was pretty excited about it. So I'm really excited to be getting to it in August. So yeah, 6 Wakes. All right, 4th draw. Let's go for, how about we go for one of these little pink colored stars. Oh, okay, Renegades. This, I think, is actually a young adult sci-fi novel, maybe? I honestly, not gonna lie, I cannot remember exactly what this is about. I just know that it had, if I recall correctly, like a lot of action and maybe some political intrigue in it. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading Renegades. So 4th draw, Renegades. 5th and final draw. All right, how about we go for one of these sort of brown color stars? Oh, okay, all right, the last draw is the Anubis Gates. I'm gonna go grab this. I own this book as well. All right, here it is, The Anubis Gates by Tim Powers. This is actually a Philip K. Dick award-winning time travel novel. And the reason that I put this on this list was, well, there's a couple of reasons that I put this on my list. The main one being that it has to do with time travel. I love time travel in books, time travel, time loops, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that was really appealing to me. Also, this has sort of an Egyptian type of setting to it, which I find incredibly intriguing. I think that Egypt is one of those places that I would love to visit. That's like a dream spot for me to travel to someday. So I find it all very enchanting. So this has a cast of characters that include an ancient Egyptian sorcerer, a modern millionaire, a body-switching werewolf, a hideously deformed clown, a young woman disguised as a boy, brainwashed Lord Byron, and finally our hero, Professor Brendan Doyle. So if that doesn't sound like an excellent adventure, I don't know what does. So yeah, 5th and final draw, The Anubis Gates. So I think that is going to be it for me today. Those are all the books that I will be reading in the month of August. I would be curious to know if you have read any of these books and what you thought about them. Also, I'd love to know if any of them just sound interesting to you. So I hope that you will talk to me about that in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more videos like it, I hope that you will possibly subscribe. So thank you again for joining me while I picked my August TBR, and I'll see you next time. Bye.